Alright, what's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing y'all how I'm going to cover up this black eye that I just got last weekend. So yeah, this is like a tutorial, makeup, color correction tutorial / story time. So yeah, if you want to see how I cover this bad boy up and hear how I got it, then just keep watching. So I'm going to spritz my face. I need some more of this. Wow. My Mario Badescu facial spray. This is the aloe vera one. Because my face is so dry. And yeah, this stuff works so good. Alright, and then I'm going to put some of this Hangover RX primer on as well for some extra hydration. Glow. I want to glow today. I don't want to look dead like a zombie because I haven't put any makeup on all week waiting for this thing to heal. And you know, I never had a black eye before, so I didn't know that it gets darker every day, but this thing has been getting darker every day that went by, so I'm not feeling that. Okay, I'm almost out of this too. What the heck? I need to buy makeup. There we go. I got some out of there. I finessed it. Oof, like all this right here is numb. And right now I'm out of my brow pencil. I love using brow pencils, but I ran out. Told you I need to go makeup shopping. But I've been using this Morphe eyebrow palette. Well, it's called the Brow 8 palette. And I'm just gonna use this dark color right here. I used to hate filling in my eyebrows with powders, but I've gotten really used to it, so it doesn't look that bad. I used to think that it would look super ugly on me personally, like I probably wouldn't do it right. Some days, you know, it'd be like a little off, but for the most part, I'd be doing alright. Alright, I'm cleaning them up with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Like literally my whole eyelid is green and purple. But alright, that's good enough. It's good enough. That'll do. I'm just gonna use one color corrector. I think like my foundation, everything will cover like that green, but this deep purple here is not. It's not cute unless I want to do a purple smoky eye. But we're not doing that today, so I'm gonna color correct. I'm gonna use this LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's the yellow correcting one. Almost looks like my regular highlighting shade, but it's like pure yellow. Alright, so I'm gonna take like this dense sort of, I think this is like kind of like a concealer brush. It's the Morphe E15. And I'm just gonna tap some on my brush. I don't wanna like paint it on. I just wanna like carefully place it where it needs to be. So I'm going to pick it up on this brush here, and I'm just going to start up here where it's like really dark at. Maybe I got too much on my brush. So with like color correcting, you just want to do a light controlled application. But yeah, yellow cancels purple, so it shouldn't peek through my foundation and concealer and whatnot. So far, so good. LA Girl concealer is pretty high coverage. I'm just like lightly patting it on there. I'm not like swiping. I'm just patting it so it can get the most coverage. And the more I pat it, the more it like blends itself out. It looks a little green with this yellow on top of that purple, but it doesn't look hella dark. It looks pretty good. I think that's gonna be good. So I'm gonna take a little bit more and do my under eye. I'm just patting it. I can't believe like it came all the way down here. Literally the first day this happened, it wasn't even, I didn't even think I would get a black eye. I had a little bit of swelling on my forehead, but I woke up and was shook. So yeah, the yellow is covering up the purple pretty well, but it looks green. Maybe that's the neutral look. Do my eye look green? Yeah, it looks hella green. Okay, so that's what my eye looks like after putting the yellow corrector on it. I would say that's pretty good. Like I said, it looks a little green, but I think that's just it neutralizing itself out. Not too bad. Okay. Alright, so now I'm gonna just apply some foundation, which I don't even want to wear foundation. I haven't worn foundation in a minute either. I've just been concealing and, you know, lightly bronzing, just concealing my under eyes a little bit here and there. But like I haven't wore foundation and all that in a hot minute. So that's because I don't have like my right shade in anything. It's the struggle. Alright, so I'm gonna mix these two glowy foundations. The L'Oreal Pro Glow in the shade 209, which is like a little too tan, and then the L'Oreal True Match Lumi in the shade W4, which is a little too light. So I'm gonna mix them up. That looks a little better than, yeah, that looks better. Alright, so I need to work on this eye because that's what we... Okay, so I'm gonna go over this. Y'all, I'm only so amazed. Like, I knew it would work, but like I never did it all myself. Like, concealed a black eye. Like, I just did that.
Like I'm talking, all set. Niggas pocket, I said the game. Make an emoji a chain. I said the game. Make an emoji a chain. Put on the.
Okay, so now let's get into the story time. So we went to this basketball game. It was the Cleveland versus the Pistons, or the Cavs and Pistons, whatever. I'm not like a huge basketball person, so I mean, but I do watch here and there. But My best friend invited me to go with her to this game. It was in Cleveland, Ohio, which we should have went to the Detroit one, but the tickets she bought were for the Cleveland one. I guess she didn't mean to buy those ones, but, you know, things happen. And so the person she was supposed to go with ended up not being able to go anymore, so she asked me to go. And I was like, sure, yeah, I'll go, you know, free game. I never been to a basketball game before. Sorry, I sound like... I don't know, when I put makeup on, like, for some reason, my nose just want to, like, flood mucus and snot, and I don't understand, like, so, excuse me. But, so I was like, yeah, it's my first game. I've never been to a basketball game before, you know, like, I'll drive us since you got me this free ticket. It was good seats, so, you know, I'm driving. I drove us there. It took us 3 hours to get there. Fast forward, though, because this didn't happen at the game. So we leave the game and it's time to go back home. I had about a little bit under a half a tank of gas. Like I very well could have made it home without stopping for gas, but like I wanted to have some gas for when I got there for like the next day. I didn't want to just, I don't know, I don't like stopping to get gas, so I was like, let me get this now. You know, I just wanted to get gas, okay? I could have made it, but I wanted to get gas. And plus we were hungry. So we're like, okay, boom, let's make a 2-in-1 stop somewhere that has a gas station close, like an exit, and also food. So I drove a little bit of distance, so I wanted to wait till we crossed into Michigan, just, you know, hit a milestone, get a little bit closer to home, and then boom, we can get some gas and get some food and be about our way. So that's what we did. We just got into Michigan, and at this point, like, at the time, I didn't know exactly where we were, but now after everything happened, we were in Petersburg, Michigan, so very far from Flint. We still had, like, an hour-and-a-half drive, something like that, to get home. Anyway, so we get off this exit. It's pretty, like, in the middle of nowhere, but, like, I don't know if you guys, like, road trip a lot, but, like, you know you have to get off, like, certain exits, places that look safe, you know, because you just never know. But this, like, place seemed pretty, it was, like, pretty in the middle of nowhere, but, like, pretty in the middle of nowhere. It was kind of, like, in the middle of nowhere, but, like, it was pretty lit up. It was just, like, the gas station and the McDonald's were connected. Yeah, we went to McDonald's. Don't shame us. I don't fuck with McDonald's like that. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It was late. It was what was available to me. Alright, so anyways, we get our gas, we get our food, and we pull off out the parking lot. I had my GPS already set up, so I look at my GPS and it tells me to go down the street and we have to go around a roundabout. Basically, I go down the street. It was like 2 lanes. The left lane was to merge left to go a roundabout and get on the other side of the street to merge onto the highway, and then the right lane was to keep going straight down the street. And so I'm in the left lane. I'm approaching where it's time to curve around for the roundabout. You know, there's a yield sign and everything. And so I'm slowing down. I'm probably going like 10 to 15 miles an hour, something around there. And when I tell you, I don't even remember seeing, like, and I was on the street for a little minute too. It's not like I like pulled up on the street and cut somebody off or anything like that. Spoiler alert, I got in a car accident, if you can't tell where this is going. But it's not like I pulled up into the street and cut somebody off and then boom, they hit me. I was on the street for a good few minutes and then, you know, approached the roundabout to turn. So as I'm slowing down to turn, out of nowhere, like, I don't even remember seeing the headlights. I don't remember nothing. I just felt a big boom. And I just, my hair, literally that's how it was. It was like, I was shook. I just felt a big smack, like, from the back. So we got rear-ended. My friend's in the passenger seat. And, like, my freaking, my snack wrap falls on the floor. Like, this was not funny. At this point, I was just like, what the heck just happened? So, boom, we were rear-ended. And it, like, pushes the car forward. Like, I've felt it, like, push us forward as I'm hitting my head on the, I hit my head on the wheel. That's the black eye. And yeah, like, I don't even remember seeing their headlights or nothing like that. It was just so crazy. It was freaking crazy. So next thing you know, I pick my head up and I'm just like, it was like a little foggy, you know, a little like, I was like a little distraught, like, what the heck just happened? But I didn't even have time to like, sorry if you hear stuff upstairs, by the way. I didn't even have time to like really get myself together on what happened, because this lady, well, at the time I didn't know it was a lady, but this person pulls off. All I see is them just taking off before my eyes. And I'm just like, and my friend is in the passenger seat like, Kaya, go, you better not let them get away. Like, telling me to put, like, chase them down. Like, and I'm just like, like, I wasn't freaking out, but I was just like, oh my God, it hurt so bad. Like, I just remember saying, like, it hurt so bad. Like, my junk was throbbing, and I could feel my face growing by the second. And I'm just like, I put it in drive. Well, it was already in drive, but, like, I had my foot on the brake. And so I'm like, man, bro, you got call the police. And I'm like trying to grab my phone and call and drive at the same time like an idiot. And I'm like swerving, trying to chase this car. And so my friend calls the police as we're chasing this person down. Like, they were speeding, like they really hit and ran. I don't understand this. I've been in a few car accidents. I'm not proud to say it, but literally they all were never my fault. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, they were never my fault. I never came out of pocket for people messing up my car. I have the worst luck with cars. But anyway, I'll get to that later. So, but people always want to hit and run on me. Like, what did I do to you? You hurt me. You hit me. You didn't even care to know if you just, like, they just didn't care. They just peeled off. So I'm chasing you down, and I'm going to get your license plate at the least. So that's what we did. We chased them down, and they finally pull over. They pull over onto this sus street. It was super dark. Like, mind you, we're in the middle of nowhere. This street has no street lights. And across the street was a barn. And it was like a barn and a big field of, like, nothingness. Like, it was just dark. Probably, like, far back in the field, it was probably, like, trees or, like, I don't know, corn stalk, something. My friend Veronica's still on the phone with the police. And they're, like, asking us, you know, what the person's doing. Like, well, I don't know exactly what she was saying to her, but I'm guessing that's what she was saying by her response. And so I'm asking, like, should I even get out? Like, I was like, dude, I'm scared. Like, I don't know who finna get out this car. Like, even though I'm mad that they hit me, like, I just chased them down. What if they, like, got a gun, got a weapon? I don't know. They probably gonna try to finish me. But, like, they don't want to get caught. Obviously, they freaking peeled off. Like, I don't know. I was scared. I was shook, too. And I'm just like, okay, we've chased them down. I get their license plate. So we're sitting there parked on the phone with the police, and they're asking us our location, you know, telling us the police are going to be on their way, blah, blah, blah. And this lady gets out the car, finally. And she just looks like she was drunk. I think she was drunk, or she might have been on something. I don't know. But she had, like, a spilled wet spot on her thigh. And she just was, like, walking, like, all distraught. Like, she was walking, like, pretty distraught. Like, she was drunk, whatever. And she was walking super, super slow to my window. And I'm just like, what the hell? So my best friend, like, cracked the window. We was not opening the door for this lady. Like, I don't know who and she had her hands in her pocket, too. And she looked like a normal, like, maybe in her early 30s, late 20s. Asian woman, but she was just so sus and, like, creepy, walking all slow up to the window with her hands in her pockets. So I just, like, cracked the window a little bit, and I was like, the police are on their way. There's them on the phone right now. Get your information together. Like, we finna your girl. So yeah, she didn't say anything. Literally after we told her the police was coming, she was just like, okay. Okay. But, like, her eyes were just, like, so distraught. She didn't even give eye contact for us. She was just like, okay. And I was just like, what the fuck? And so we rolled the window back up. She's still standing there, just, like, looking at us. And I'm just like, what? I was like, dude. And we, like, she was still on the phone with the police. And she was like, she's just standing there. Like, she's not saying nothing. And they were just like, stay put until the police get there. Whatever, you know? And so finally this lady walks away from the window and goes back to her truck. So this man comes in this red truck, and he's like a firefighter, I guess. And he comes to our window and was asking us, like, are we injured? Like, are we okay? Like, he was looking at the damage on the car, which thankfully it was not as bad as it could have been. Like, I thought my junk was smashed in, But obviously it was good enough for me to chase this girl down, which I'm also thankful for. But yeah, he's just asking us questions and, you know, getting our information. And then as he's like talking to us at the window, this lady gets out her car and crosses the street into the field of darkness and nothingness. And we telling him like, that lady, where's she going? Is something over there she need? Like, there's nothing over there that she need. Where is she going? She need to stay where she at. If she gonna be taking a walk or stroll, she need to hand over that information, her license, something. But basically we telling him like, where is she going? Like, she walking across the street. He like, well, I can see her. We can see her still. You can't see her. You up in the window talking to us. We see her walking away. And he just like casually looks and was like, I can still see her. Like, what? And so I kind of was trying to keep an eye on her, but like literally she walked into darkness. You could not see. All you could see with lights was our headlights, and there was no street lights on the street. So it was still pretty dark if you left that like area of where the lights were, if you know what I mean. More firefighters come, and a bunch of men get out, and they like asking us like where the driver at, and like we told him that she was walking away. She's somewhere over there in the dark field. I don't know, probably hid up in the barn or behind the barn somewhere. I don't know. So they all up in the field looking for this woman that just hit us. She literally just took off on feet and went for a stroll. Dang, I gotta hurry up because they're tearing up the carpet up there, and I'm afraid that you can't hear me that well. But it's like, how do you not find her? She's on feet. And I mean, I know it's dark, but they have flashlights. They was out there looking for her, and they say they didn't find her. Like, me being like a paranoid conspiracy theorist, I don't know what you want to call it, I felt like she was behind that barn hiding, and they was just trying to like protect her. Like, listen, stay put. We'll have this taken care of. I don't know. Like, literally, that's all I could make sense of it at the time. Like, how do you not find her? Like, literally, how? Who sent this woman to come hit me and throw me off and just to peel off, and then she just had like an escape plan? Like, I don't know. Long story short, I don't want to make this too long. The firefighters like get our vitals and everything, take my blood pressure, asked us if we want to go to the hospital, which I wasn't down to get in their hospital cars and go to wherever their hospital was. I don't know this area. I'm not bleeding. I'm not hurt. My car is still drivable. You know, like, I just wasn't comfortable, especially with like this sketchy situation. The lady just disappeared out of nowhere. So I was like, nah, forget that. I got an 1.5 hour drive. I can make it home and go to the hospital when I get there. So that's what we did. I got the lady's license plate number and everything. And the police was just like, he was waiting on like a backup to come search the car to get more information on this lady. But he said it would have took a while because like this all happened during shift change, I guess. And so that's why it took a while for another officer to come for him to check the car. So instead of us sitting there all night waiting and just, I guess, being nosy to figure out who this woman was, he just told us that we were fine to go. He gave me a card with like our case number, you know, all that information that comes with getting an accident. Stuff that I did not want to deal with. But we made it home safe, thankfully. And honestly, by the time we got home, it was like a blizzard in Flint, and I was not about to get back out in this cold and go to the hospital. I should have went to the hospital. You should go to the doctors like right after an accident. I know this, and I know now, but it was a blizzard outside, and I was just like, I'm freaking tired, and literally, I wasn't bleeding. My eye wasn't even black yet. I hit my head on the wheel, and it was just like a huge lump there, and I also had like a swollen little whip there, but it wasn't black, it wasn't bleeding, it wasn't cut, nothing like that. So I was just like, all right, we gonna go as soon as we wake up in the morning. Go to sleep, wake up, I had a black eye. My junk was bruised. And honestly, it wasn't as bad as it is now. It was like just a little black, a little purple, just a little minor on the eyelid, you know. But then the next day it got darker and darker and darker, and I was just like, Why? I got a real black eye. Like, I legit have a black eye right now. Like, I can't believe it. This has to be like my fourth or fifth accident. I'm really tired of getting into car accidents or like people messing up my car. My car is either parked and they hit it, hit and run. My very first car, I got hit and ran. I didn't even get their information. I don't know. I'm just sick of this. My car has been vandalized before. Just like scratches on my trunk. Like I just have bad luck with my cars, I guess. And literally, if I thought I had anxiety about driving before, I definitely have it now. I just don't trust people on the road. Like, my mom always told me to drive for other people. But literally, I thought it was nobody on the street. Like, she just came out of nowhere and hit me from the back. But what I learned from this situation is to always look in my rearview mirrors. Because maybe if I was looking in my rearview mirror, I could have seen her speeding up on me. And I could have, pressed the gas and maybe lightened the impact. And I probably wouldn't have hit my head on the wheel. All that. But I wasn't looking in my rearview mirrors. So I definitely do that a lot now. But yeah, it was crazy. And me and my best friend was just sitting there like, bruh, like, are you kidding me? Like, why do we go through the craziest stuff? But it was something to remember. I definitely journaled it in my journal. Hold on, let me show y'all. But I literally logged my ticket for the game and my police report little card. And I had to just, write it down for the books. So, oh, look how cute, y'all. If y'all want to see my February plan with me, check it out. But, yeah, it was a crazy day. Definitely memorable. And, yeah, that's how I ended up with a black eye. My friend Minna, shout out to you, Minna, because you really made me feel better when she snapped me and said, I'm sorry about what happened, but, having a black eye is pretty badass. And I was like, you're right. I look pretty badass. So I rocked my black eye. I'm out of breath, girl. Woo! All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. I mean, hopefully you don't need this tutorial to cover a black eye. I mean, but hey, if you do have a black eye right now and this tutorial helped you, then give it a thumbs up. Or if you just enjoyed watching me and hearing my story, my crazy bizarre story on how I got this black eye, then also give it a thumbs up. Leave some other suggestions down below, maybe some other story times I actually really liked. I didn't think I would be good at doing this, but I liked, telling a story. I have a lot of other crazy experiences, so yeah, let me know if y'all want to hear another story time, because that was pretty cool. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Like I said, I already said that. Always be repeating myself. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.